Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if we get this rocking and rolling properly. Hopefully we do. Fingers crossed. I put it up on my phone as well so I can see things. If it will allow me. Come on. All right. So, hi. Come on in. Join in. I'm going to do some general readings today and I would love to hear from you. So, come on in, tune in. Let's see what the energy of today wants to bring to help guide and work with us as a general group. So no individual readings today. I'm going to do general ones, but I also want to give you some info on upcoming events. So please come on in. I'm just going to turn my volume down on my phone so I don't hear me. All right, welcome to share, to come in, to chat. And let's get straight to it. Let's do some general readings. So I want to remind you that my name is Sheila. I'm BlueWater Oracle. So you can find me on BlueWater Oracle on all of my social media. And my website is BlueWaterOracle.com. So I am an intuitive. I am an oracle. I work with oracle cards and tarot cards to bring you wisdom and guidance here in the moment. So helping you work through things, helping you shift, helping you understand what's going on so you can see your steps forward, so you can release the weight of the world, the weight on your head, too many thoughts zipping around. That's what my readings work for. Whether we're working with each other every week or whether we are doing a once a season reading, this is how these types of readings can help to enhance your life and to help release some of the stresses of day-to-day living that just get clogged up in who we are and what we try to do. So I get it. I understand the adventure of day-to-day living, and I am full of admiration for people who do it with multiple jobs, multiple children, and have lots and lots of things going on. So I send out big hugs, big love to you, and lots of support, whether you're going through family management, work management, maybe you've got a health issue going on, maybe finances are stressed, maybe you're just feeling worried about the state of the world or the state of your local area. So come in with me, take a few deep breaths, and let's have some intuitive play as we work with the oracle energy of guidance and wisdom for all of us. So, things I want to remind you of, in case you're new here, in case you're not familiar with me and my work, is that I have a general guidance reading on my page. So it's the Grandmother Earth card for the month of September. So you can go and have a big hug with the grandmother type energy if you read through that reading. I will be doing an audio version of that one soon, so look out for that. If you are not already on my newsletter list, at the top information of this post, you can find the link to it. It is also available. It should be in a tab on my Facebook page here. So you're more than welcome to join my newsletter list. And that way each month you get the monthly guidance reading directly in your email box. And you also get info on any upcoming events. And you also get random specials that I might throw out. So I'm looking at my schedule this week and saying, oh, where could I maybe fit in a couple of readings and offer a super special to my email people. So if that's of interest, then, join in there. I'm just going to check the comments on my phone. So I'm not doing any individual readings today. I'm just going to do general readings. So if you want to stay and hang out, listen. It might answer your questions as well. Hopefully it will. Fingers crossed. So the Grandmother Earth is a general energy for my style of reading for my audience in this month of September. And then each week in my own group, I have my own membership group called the Oracle Cove. So it's a paid membership, and each week the members get a written guidance reading, and then they also get a chance to come on live. So we're going to be on live in about an hour to go deeper into that weekly guidance. We pull cards, we chat, we discuss in a live in the group, and then we also do mini readings for the members. So that's part of the perks of being in the Oracle Cove. And the card for this week I wanted to share with you. It is the Rainbow, the Blessings card. All right, so gorgeous card, lovely. We love having rainbows, we love having blessings. But it also, in the Oracle Cove, this guidance for this week reminded us to get to know of the storms. Which storms are outside of ourselves that maybe we don't have direct control over, and which storms are within ourselves that we can be asked to treat, to heal, to shift, to become aware of. because sometimes you'll get storms inside that tag on to storms outside, and then it's harder to see the rainbows and the blessings. But like many things, the blessings are always there. So the more that we get in tune with them, the more that we can be aware of them, even when we're in what feels like a stormy phase, a stormy moment. Okay? I am doing well, thank you. So come on in, we're just doing some general cards for today. So let me pull a next card. So we got Grandmother Earth for September. We've got Rainbow Blessings for my Oracle Cove group for this week. And let's pull some others. Lots going on, as always, in the world, in life. And I love to be able to bring some extra. So of course, doing a general reading is different than when I do an individual reading, because I'm allowing the energy to say, okay, what could be generally helpful to people? What could allow them to step into something, to gain an understanding, to feel their own intuitive sense? So very different than when I'm working directly with somebody in an intuitive reading, but also beneficial, of course, which is why we do it. So I'm going to go to the, just so you know, the Rainbow Blessings card is from the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen Farmer. And I am going to go, oh, that was a fast card. I'm going to go to the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Linn for our first general card for today. So in case you're watching this later on, it is Tuesday, September 14th, and in my time, I'm on Montreal time, so it is about 4 to 5 minutes to 11 in the morning, so just before 11 a.m. in my time. So I know we've got some people from different time zones, so I hope whether you're later in the day or whether you are also close to me, I'd love to know where you are, so put a comment in, and I'm going to be really happy to share this time with you today. Whether it's short or long, we never know. It's the adventure of a life. So the guidance, love this, beautiful. Listening with your heart is the guidance from the Gateway Oracle cards. So you see this whispering energy coming in. We've got the geometric shape, sorry, lost my word there for a moment, geometric shape of the heart, sacred, what am I saying? Sacred geometry, sorry, of the heart in this image. Let me put it closer. And it's radiating this gorgeous energy. And then we have this human listening, right? Listening. So it's listening with the heart. So it isn't only listening to the heart, but it's listening with the heart. So I love how this ties in with our blessings card, because the heart is going to be able to listen to things that maybe the brain has been shifted into storm mode. Maybe it's worried, maybe it's anxious, maybe it's not sure what's going on. And so it is needing some time to listen with the heart to help balance the body, balance the energy, and to give us a different perspective on the world. The affirmation on this card, some of the decks I use have affirmations. It says, I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So here now, you're not only listening with your heart energy, but you're also listening to your energy, to the heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. And I remember a little while ago in my group, the Oracle Cove, we were going through this card, I believe. And it was looking at how do we receive messages from our heart? How do we connect with our heart energy? So I'd love for you to share in the comments. How do you connect with your heart energy? How do you know it's your heart? Is it a feeling? Is it a vibration, a resonance? Is it something you've learned to listen to? You know, as an intuitive, it's something I've learned. I've had to learn. It's always there. I think intuition is there for everybody. But we learn how to interpret, we learn how to understand, to play with it through day-to-day living. Not even necessarily as messages with cards, but as, you know, which way should I go home? Or, oh, I'm thinking about this person, let me call them, let me double check, right? Mother's intuition, parents' intuition, to double check on a child. Why am I thinking so much? Why is this energy shifting and feeling different to me? I was in a great mood, now I'm cranky. What is that all about? So getting to interpret this other sensory system that we have. So the heart, to me, is connected with the intuition. And my way of thinking about it isn't the only aspect connected with the intuition, but it is definitely. So maybe you're listening with your heart and it helps you connect with your spirit team or the highest good. Maybe it connects you with your soul. So spend some time today. Give your heart some attention and some time today as you go through your daily living and your daily journey. All right. So good morning to everybody who's tuning in, or if you're later in the day, if you're on Europe time, good afternoon. If you're down under in the southern hemisphere, hope you're having a great night because it is overnight your time. So if you're not sleeping and you're tuning in with me, yay, happy to see you. So that was our first general card. We're touching base with a few general cards today for messages. So let me know in the comments, how does this resonate with you? Does it help you? Do you love it? Does it connect with something that you were like, I knew that, but I needed to hear it again? Because that's often the way with intuitive work and card readings. Okay, so let me look at another deck and see. As I mentioned, for September, we've got the Grandmother Earth, which is a native spirit oracle card. So you can go and read that. It's a pinned post here on my page, or if you received it in my newsletter, you would have already got it. If you would like to receive it by email, just send me a message. I'll be happy to send it to you by email. And then we also have in this week in my own group, I pulled the Rainbow Blessings card talking about our storms outside of ourselves and within ourselves and how there's always blessings. So then we just pulled the Listening with Your Heart with the affirmation, I trust the messages I receive from my heart. Oh, trust. So trust is an important word this September. So those of us in the northern hemisphere, we are going to be shifting into the autumn season, the fall season, on the equinox, which is September 22nd. So myself and a friend and colleague, Lori, we often do events together on different times of the year. So we've just planned and we're just getting ready to put it out that we are going to be doing an evening online event. So it will be 7 p.m. our time, which for the Europe group is middle of the night. So I apologize for that. But for those down under, it would be 9 a.m. in Sydney time. Australia is at Eastern Standard Time, Australia. So it would be 9 a.m. your time on the 23rd. And for anybody Pacific, so Vancouver, Los Angeles, it would be 4 p.m. your time. So you're more than welcome to join us. It's going to be by Zoom. And we're going to incorporate meditation, intuitive readings, as well as some creative processes that help us plan and prepare, gain our awareness for the dark of the season that's coming. It's a natural thing, but it affects us. And we want to be able to step into it with trust. So this is all what we're working about for the equinox. And then for those locally, we're going to do another event in person, a similar concept, but a little bit longer, on Saturday, September 25th at 1 p.m. our time. So that's Montreal time, and that will be in the St. Lazare region. So if you want to stay tuned, follow my page here, and and my newsletter, and I'll send out all the information with the costs and how to register and all of that. So setting up for equinox coming up. For those of you down under, of course, you're going to be shifting into spring. So it's a different energy. You're opening to light. You're opening to the growth. But if anything about that feels like it's going to resonate, you're more than welcome to join us for our online one as well. We would love to have you. So listening with your heart. So we brought into the trust. So I loved how it brought me that trust message, which is one of our key words for our equinox event for this year. Let me check in on the comments. So hello to everybody. Hope that you are having a wonderful day. Just doing general cards today, so feel welcome to tune in and watch and listen and allow it to work for you. So I'm actually getting called to do a card from the Native Spirit Oracle cards. So for those who don't watch me normally or haven't worked with me directly, I work with 5 Oracle card decks, and I also have a tarot card deck. And these are my working decks, the ones I work with the most often. So I will intuitively pull and work with them, and we'll do different layouts when I work directly with clients. All right. So hope everybody's well. Hi, happy to have you here. And so we're going to do Native Spirit for another general card. A couple of working through some energy today. So maybe you're feeling it's a fabulous day. Maybe you're excited with we're having a beautiful late summer day here, summery nice weather, bright skies, beautiful temperature, not too hot, not too cold, just lovely. But for some people, you may feel that sort of stormy energy of something going on in your life. Maybe it feels a bit funky, or it feels just blah. So I hope that joining in is going to help to allow a different awareness to come up through you. And that's my wish for this. Oh, look beautiful. So we get the white buffalo. We get the white buffalo. And if I'm not mistaken, we had this in our September guidance. So at the beginning of each month, I do an online guidance session with a group. So we do a guidance gathering that looks at the card that I've pulled for the month and goes deeper. And this is one of the cards that we pulled up. So very much that high spiritual energy, that mysticism of seeing an animal that isn't normally white come in. So either it's allowing it to come in the bodily sense, or it's a spiritual message that comes. So what is a spiritual message that you would like to receive today? Something that's maybe going to be a synchronicity. It's going to be a coincidence that's more than a coincidence, that resonates with you. Maybe you'd like a message from somebody who's passed over. Maybe you would like to be able to feel your blessings and to be reminded of your spirit team. Maybe your spirit message is to remind you of the physical body that you are in and how valuable and energetic and important it is. So give yourself a moment to think, because sometimes we're looking for messages, but we haven't actually identified, what would I like some help with? So put it out to the universe, put it out to your spirit team, ask your soul to connect with your heart, to connect with your spirit team, to the wonders of the universe, and say, hey, maybe I'm not going to get a white buffalo, although if you do, please let me know. But maybe you'll get another message. Maybe you'll see a feather in a weird place, or a coin, or you'll hear a song, or maybe a friend will call out of the blue, and it'll be exactly the conversation that you need and want. So I'd love to hear, as you go through this week, share with me, what came up as those synchronicities, those beautiful moments that represent connection with the world, physical, as well as that spiritual energy, that magic, that mysticism that comes in, that sometimes we just forget to notice. All right, so white buffalo coming in to speak to you. And what does the white buffalo represent? Maybe it represents something very, very specific to you. If it's a white buffalo, maybe it's a white wolf. Maybe it is a white lion. In some places they have these. So what is that whiteness, that uniqueness? A white buck is very symbolic in some areas. So where you are, what would be the equivalent of the white buffalo? That unique animal that shows that spiritual connection. All right, hello, welcome everybody. Bonjour, hope you're doing well. So just doing some general readings today, wanted to shift the energy a little bit for myself as well as for you, and also to let you know of upcoming events around equinox. So I just put a post on that. We're going to put up more information really shortly to invite you to an online as well as an in-person event around equinox, okay? Which is coming September 22nd for us. It's fall equinox for us, spring equinox, of course, for people in the southern hemisphere. So today we've had the Listening with Your Heart Oracle card. Let me show it to you again. Receiving, trusting the messages from the heart. And then we got this beautiful white buffalo. So we've got a lot of very sort of spiritual messages, very connecting with the earth, the physical, as well as the spiritual, which I love because that really is life. That is the human existence. We're doing both all the time, right? So what else do we want to see? What else do we need to have today? Let's do one more card for our guidance for today, and then I will leave you in the beauty of your day. So we're going to go to the Soul Coaching Oracle cards. All right. Another deck by Denise Linn. So I have a few of Denise Linn's decks that I work with regularly. I love her energy. I love how she creates decks. So you can check her out. Her last name is Linn, Denise Linn. And the Earth Magic cards are also, I mentioned, are by Stephen Farmer. So, from the Soul Coaching Oracle cards. And remember to highlight your own intuition. What does your intuition tell you? I'll check out the comments later. So what is your intuition telling you about what you want to pay attention to today? What is important for you today? So then we get the strength card. So we talked about that physical, the world. So here we've got this very strong person holding up the earth. So for me, it's a reminder to, yeah, you got to do some exercise today, some physical movement. I know. I will get back to that. I've got to do it. I did it yesterday. Woohoo! Going to do it again today. But there's also that inner strength, and the affirmation says, I have deep inner strength and glorious vitality. So remind yourself of your strength. Remind yourself of that inner strength. And then check. Our Rainbow Blessings card that I got in my group talked about outer storms and inner storms. So here it's also bringing that up, but from the sense of, do you have to hold up the whole world? Do you have to take responsibility and the weight of the whole world? Or is it important for you today to choose, what am I holding up? What am I looking for the messages? What am I being strong about? Maybe you need to prioritize a couple of things today, because when you try to take it all on, it seems too big, too heavy, too overwhelming. So if you're able to prioritize, then this card is saying, hey, that's a great strength you have, that you can say, this is important, this is necessary, this I can put aside a little bit, this I will ask for help with and ask when it gets into flow, so it's easier for me to do. Right? These are tips, these are ideas. And sometimes, we have to remind ourselves of these things. Humans are kind of wacky. We get in our own way all the time. Whether it's emotional, whether it's psychological, maybe it's our thoughts, maybe it's just stuff we've got to do, maybe it's getting distracted, especially in this era of internet, social media. We've got lots of things that we can play with for fun and we can use for information. But where is your priority in the world for you today? And this feels particularly important, especially if you're somebody who is feeling that weight of the world, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you're struggling. Find that priority. Where is my priority today? And how can I integrate it into my next action steps? Okay. So maybe it's a list. If you're a list person, maybe it's a visual list, so like a mind map, or you throw things out in a fun brainstorming kind of way onto a paper. Maybe you need to journal some stuff, so you release some of that overwhelm out of yourself and then settle into, what are my priorities? Right? Maybe you have an agenda or a calendar that you kind of use, but not really, and yet you know it's going to be helpful. Maybe you need to have a little card that you write down, I'm doing this, then this, then this, then this, and I'm going to do it in flow, so if something else comes up, I'm okay with that. I don't feel the weight of the world. So think of, how can this work for you? You're individual. You have your own way of doing stuff. So when you get ideas, find then your way forward. All right? Great. Okay? So strength, you have strength. So if there's anybody out there right now who's going, I don't have the strength to do it, I get it. I totally get it. I've had those moments in life, more than a few. But I also know that more than likely you have done amazingly strong things in your life. So take 5 minutes and remind yourself of where you have shown strength in your own existence, where you have shown strength in your journey for yourself, for others, maybe for your community, maybe for the world. Allow that to flow up, because that's going to be a way that your heart can help you to just trust in the moment and to feel that strength coming up. And that in itself is a training, right? For most people to be able to hold up physically strong, right? They have done some kind of training to get there. So don't worry if you don't have all the tools immediately, or you don't know exactly how to do it, whether it's listening to your heart or chatting with the universe or anything like that. You're allowed to train into it. You're allowed to play and practice and see how works best for you and how you work best with everything. Right? So that feels pretty good to me. Just going to check. Yep, I think that's pretty good. So I hope that this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments, did any of these cards really resonate with you? Did you listen to them and go, oh, that's exactly what I needed to see today, or that's exactly what I needed to hear today? And even if my message around a card maybe wasn't exactly what you needed, but the visual on the card was, then use your own intuition, interpret it, and let me know in the comments, what did it bring up? How did it help you? So again, my name is Sheila Bicknell. I am BlueWater Oracle on all of my social media. I am available for individual readings so that we can work through and help to highlight some of these things for yourself, as well as shift stuff that's stuck, shift stuff that's in the way, and bring you a different perspective so that we can connect dots just for you. So today's general readings, but they can have so much to allow us to connect within, to ourselves physically, emotionally, spiritually, and then also to connect with the world around us, which I love that our white buffalo brought in, that connection with the physical world, and so did our strength, reminding us that, oh yeah, look at that, we're a part of this physical world. We don't have to hold it up individually, but the more of us who connect with our heart, who are aware of holding up our own piece of the puzzle, the better it's going to be overall. Do you agree? Let me know. So again, events coming up September 22nd in the evening, Montreal time, 7 p.m. Equinox, autumn equinox event online. Saturday, September 25th, 1 p.m. is an in-person equinox event moving us into the autumn. So I would love to see you then at either one of those. Stay tuned on our page for all the details. We'll get the Facebook up events really soon. Join my newsletter so you can get it in your inbox as well. And also join my newsletter so that you can get individual specials and other info coming your way. If you'd like to join my membership group, it's called the Oracle Cove, and send me a message and I'll give you all of the details. I'm wishing you well. I'm wishing you wisdom. May you connect with your own true and beautiful, magnificent magic. I know it's there. You know it's there. Your spirit team knows it there. So feel welcome to bask in that today. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Shine on. Ciao.